$1.2 trillion and how it's going to affect housing.
Selling your home isn't as hard as it may seem. Would you call Bryan Crawford at the New Mexico Dream House Team?
All right, this is Bryan Crawford with New Mexico Dream House at Keller Williams, and I want to talk a little bit about the $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill that passed the Senate a few weeks ago and is working its way through the House. The $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill isn't only infrastructure. When you think infrastructure, you think airports, highways, bridges, that sort of thing. There's also funding allocated in that bill for producing, preserving, and retrofitting over 2 million houses in the U.S. What does that mean? We've never really seen an infrastructure bill that affects housing the way it does. There's a couple things that they're going to be bringing in. They're talking about upgrading electrical in houses, retrofitting for electrical. That's to include equipping your garage potentially for EV upgrade. Does this mean it's going to affect your house directly and they're going to pay for your 200 amp service? I don't think so. I think what they're talking about is there are several neighborhoods, even in San Juan County, for example, where you would have to upgrade the transformer on the end of the road just to add refrigerated air. So a lot of what's going to happen with this infrastructure bill, at least this is pure speculation, I think they're going to be upgrading transformers on the end of roads to increase the electric demand that electric vehicles are going to be adding to the grid. So, your new Ford F-150 Lightning, your new Hummer EV, a lot of electric vehicles are becoming mainstream, and it's presumed that in 10 years, that's going to be the majority of the vehicles on the road. In order to do that, there has to be a massive infrastructure upgrade as far as the electrical grid. Included in that is broadband expansion into rural areas. So more than likely, being in a rural area ourselves, we're going to see increased fiber optic funding, that sort of thing. How is this going to affect your life? I really don't know, to be honest with you, but I think it's going to be good for property values in the long run, because they're also talking about investing in over 2 million commercial properties as well, including hospitals, those sorts of things. It is going to stimulate the economy a bit, and it's going to be putting large corporations in charge of some of those big hospital upgrades and that sort of thing. So that could essentially trickle down into the individuals buying more houses. I don't think this is going to negatively affect property values. I think if anything, it's going to continue to increase them. The other thing that they're trying to do is stimulate housing and create more affordable housing. So this is the production of housing that's outlined in the new stimulus bill. So I think they're going to be potentially subsidizing housing. I don't really know. And it really isn't clear at this point. There's thousands of pages in this bill, but stay tuned here, because we're going to stay updated and we're going to try to follow the money as much as we can and keep you informed of how this affects you and your home value and your ability to finance that home. Thanks for watching.